Today, we're happy to have Darcy Cook. She's the owner and president of Smash Hit 2. So Smash It 2.
Yes.
Right? And thank you for being here, Darcy.
Well, thanks for inviting me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about, well, first of all, I guess we should probably start with Smash It and then go to you.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
All right. So what's Smash It all about?
So Smash It is a place where you can come with family and friends, and it's designed to create new experiences, memory fun. But for us, my brother and I own a safety company, and our relationships are mostly with the business community. And we were looking for something to engage us in our own community, ways to give back and things that we can be doing. And so this came out of, I went back to Babson's 10,000 SKB business program, and they've challenged me to create with a community model. And that's where Smash It came from. And so although you can come and break things, which in itself is a really cool experience, we're doing so much more with art and community and yoga and outreach programs and opportunities for events to happen in our space to really engage our neighborhood.
Yeah. So tell me about this. What's the space when you're talking about space?
So we're moving into a brand new building at 49 Canterbury Street. And so part of our challenge with COVID-19 has been that this brand new facility has been under construction. And we were supposed to be in January, and there were some construction delays. We were supposed to be in February, some construction delays. When we finally got in there to put everything together, COVID-19 hit us. So we have yet to have our first guests in to our building. We're super excited for, obviously, today's announcements by the governor to talk about when we can start, engaging with you and inviting you and your families into our new space.
Yeah. So how do you categorize this? I mean, I know the governor is talking about opening in phases. Some will start today. This is the 18th. By the way, we're recording this as well. So some of the phases will start very restricted today and move forward for a couple of weeks, and then they'll be entering other phases. But it's also based on categories. Certain businesses will open. It's what they call essential businesses, medical, food, that kind of stuff. How do you categorize what Smash It is?
Yeah, so I think that we're going to fit into multiple categories. So we technically haven't, even though we haven't served the public directly yet in our building, because we collect and gather and buy lots of things that people would consider trash or junk, we've continued to collect and gather from donations and sales, again, to our own community, Salvation Army, Goodwill. We want to be able to gather the things that people are going to break. So kind of we're in a trash waste management, bottling, and recycling piece there. Okay. The other part that we are going to encompass is that we are going to be serving directly to healthcare. So my background's healthcare. I was a licensed physical therapist, used to treat patients for years in the UMass Memorial System before it was UMass Memorial. And so I recognize a lot of what's happening in our community right now with healthcare workers. So we need to also create a safe and healthy space for healthcare workers, emergency responders also to come, who need to release a little energy and in the privacy. So initially, I think we're really going to be focusing on healthcare. So we have a lot of control over appointments and who's coming in and managing disinfecting. So we're applying as an essential business in a different model than what we would traditionally do, which would be just family entertainment.
Right. So healthcare, entertainment. So it's kind of trash collection and waste, recycling, healthcare, and entertainment.
And entertainment, all in one. You got it.
So it's a place where people can go and break things.
You break stuff.
And you can break anything that you have there.
Yeah, right? Anything we do there. And we clean up the mess. So as a mom, the idea of being able to take a plate and throw it across the room and smash on the wall every once in a while. Or I've got these great tools. I call this the Thunder Stick. And of course, this is my pink bat. But you can do wonders with a microwave or a toaster oven that's broken. So we have a thing called BYOB, bring your own box. So while everyone's doing spring cleaning right now, they can fill up a box, all the stuff that they don't want or that's broken. They'll be able to come down, walk in with their own box, and
shove it down in and stop breaking it.
Beat it up.
And then they can leave it there?
And they leave it there, and we recycle it, and we take care of it. We also do is art. So we recognize that there's a whole community out there that likes art. So we have lots of Smash It art programs and smash it yoga classes.
So how does that work with the art? Do they create the art or they smash it?
Both. So you got two options. You can kind of do a glass etching and design it, and then 10 minutes later it's ready to go. You bring it into a smash room and throw it up in the air with a baseball bat, and some of the excitement from beginning to end is you can break it.
Yeah.
The pieces of glass that are broken, we sort, and then
Can you hand one of those?
Yeah,
to me?
sure. People come in and create different pictures.
This is one of the things where we're like 10 feet apart here. But I can hold this up to the camera. Look at that. Somebody drew a tree and there's shards of glass.
Yeah, and they glued it to the canvas. And we've got mosaic pieces. And so, again, in terms of community and connection, you can come in and break stuff and create stuff and re-break stuff and turn it into something new.
And then if you make artwork like this, you can just smash it if you're not happy
Then you
with
can
it.
smash it again if you want to, or you can take it home and hang it up. And then, maybe the allure of it wears off in a month or two and you don't want to dust it anymore.
Yeah.
And you decide that it's time to come back to smash it and put it in
Those
the
are great.
recycling process.
So it is kind of, so the health aspect is just to relieve some stress and get that out. Is there a scientific basis behind that? I mean, you
I'm sure there's lots of resource on it, but we don't make any medical claims, of course, in terms of what we have to offer. What we do is we just create a really unique place. If someone works out and exercises, this might be, we have sledgehammers and we have tires. And if you took a sledgehammer to a big microwave or you break a sweat in that
So how long do they have to go in? Now, is there like a room that's a smash room or something?
So each of our rooms are sectioned off. You schedule an appointment. It's your space. Who you have in your space is controlled and managed. We put items in there based on your requests. TVs, chandeliers, microwaves. You get a bucket every single visitor. Typically we'll end up with a bucket like this, and it's completely full with all kinds of different breakables. So it might be clay pots, it could be, the old cheese dish, cups and glasses, and they can basically have fun breaking it apart in their spaces. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Do you come and do you go and get junk yourself?
Yeah,
So now that's another part of your business model, right?
We do.
So how does that work? If I have a garage full of junk, which I do, by the way, how do I get rid of that? What do I do?
So right on our website, there's actually a page right on our website where we go and you can go and reach out to us, and we have here's our wish list, here's our want list, and here's our we can't take it list.
Okay.
And we will do no contact pickups. You can leave it on your doorstep or on your front lawn.
Right.
We schedule a pickup, we'll come pick it up, and then we take care of it from there for you.
Cool. That's very interesting. Now, why is it Smash It 2? Is there a Smash It 1?
So, a little late into the game, Smash It or these kinds of rooms, this kind of entertainment is really popular in Europe. And not Massachusetts. In the United States, we don't have many. We're one of the first. So ideally, before COVID-19 hit and the delays in our construction, we were going to be the first in the state of Massachusetts. We were actually going to be the first in all of New England. These delays, we've had a couple others that have popped up pretty far from us. We had to travel 3 hours to get to our first room close enough to us in New York when we wanted to look at this model and see if it was a great fit for the city of Worcester. Yeah. And so in choosing names, we were trying to look for something creative. We didn't want something that symbolized rage or anger, right? We wanted something that symbolized community and fun and unique ways of engaging first experiences. We have so many colleges in this area where we just want to give older kids, 13, we start at 13, you have to be 13 over, and then college kids, this is a great date night. This is a great first date night. This is a unique, guys or even ladies night out. This is a great revealing party of babies, something for the guys to do where a lot of the stuff is designed for women. So when we came up with the name Smash It, it was about taking and breaking stuff. Instead of saying break it, we said smash it. But the number 2 meant you also. So my brother and I and our family, we get to enjoy it anytime we want. It's kind of one of the perks of owning your own place. So Smash It 2, the 2 represents also you. Yeah. We want to embrace our community. Yeah. We want to invite you to come have fun with us. We don't want to have all the fun alone.
Yeah. And now if you rent the space, I guess, right? Is that how it works? You
book an appointment.
You book an appointment and there's a fee for the room, right, to walk. How many people can you allow into a room?
So we have from a single room up to as many as 6 people at a time.
So 1 to 6.
You got it.
Yeah, and now what do people wear when they go to something like this?
So part of my outfit today is a little bit of a clue. So you've got to show up with long sleeves and long pants and closed-toed shoes, which is going to be a challenge, obviously, coming into the summer months. So prior to COVID-19 and limitations in PPE access, we had lots of Tyvek suits on order, which we will no longer be able to get. So, and obviously with cleaning and disinfecting and, wanting to keep safe measures, we're asking everyone to show up with, and they can change. We have changing rooms where they can change into long sleeves and pants. Our room temperatures, we have massive, massive high ceilings and huge, huge, huge ventilation air. So the temperature is always around 60 degrees inside.
Oh, so it's good.
Even when it's like, 80 and 90 outside. So it's really great from that perspective. So long sleeves and closed-toe shoes, and we take care of the rest because you're going to get your own eye protection, your face shields.
You probably need a mask, I would think, right?
So we have masks available for anyone who does come through the door. I mean, what we're doing is because we're scheduling appointments, we know that we're controlling your appointment, so you're not going to run into someone else. So you'll basically be the only person in our lobby space as a transition, and you'll be the only person in your room. And same thing with transitioning out. So we've been able to stagger appointments to control that. Exactly.
Now, was that something you were doing anyway, or is that because of the COVID?
Well, we made it we stretched the time a little bit more, right? So we were able to service a lot more people, in our 4 rooms on a 15 to 30 minute increment or 45-minute basis. We've obviously scaled that back, especially even with the request that we heard the governor say today, which is, hey, can you look at staggering schedules? Can you make delays? And so we've come up with an accommodation for that.
Right. And is that what the time frame generally is? If you go into a room, it's a half an hour. Is it based on a half an hour, or is it an hour?
It's about a half hour. Now, we have people who've been asking for memberships. So that bucket, we fill it up to the top. And for membership people, they can show up on an exact day and exact time. So at the end of their week, probably Thursdays and Fridays, they want to walk through the door. The bucket will already be in that room for them. And all they're going to do is just bam, bam, bam. And then they're going to go home and have a great weekend. And they're going to start their weekend off right.
Now, I know you haven't officially opened yet because of the delays with everything. But you did see other models. What have you talked to people who've actually done it? And what did you get out of that? Yeah,
so we were able to speak with several different companies like ours, Florida, Texas, Minnesota. So none of them are around here, and we were able to ask them. It's a unique maybe fact for all of you. When I was originally thinking about this idea, my brother brought it to me. I was thinking this was really for men, and that men were going to be more excited about this. Here's what I learned. Most of these businesses are owned by women, and 90% of their patrons are women.
Wow.
So it re-changed my thought process. It changed our model in terms of, who we're servicing and what we're doing. It's kind of why we add Smash It Yoga. It's a little different model. It's not quiet and controlled. It's loud music. It's more like a release.
So that's the kind of yoga you're talking about.
You got it.
So right. So you can so if you go in there with your spouse, you just can't throw the pot and pan at them. You have to break.
Yes, there's no throwing at each other. That is one of our top number rules. That you cannot use the tools on each other. But there's plenty of stuff, and what we're looking forward to do is with the summer and the fall festivals coming, some of them are already canceled. Our intent was to bring cars to open community places, have people have the ability to maybe like during Breast Cancer Awareness Month, cover a car in pink and put cancer all over it, and give people an opportunity to smash vehicles and do fundraisers, again, engaging the community.
So is that's how the benefiting the community works, that's the angle there, is for someone to rent a room and some of the proceeds go? Is that how it works?
Each month we're going to be donating. We want to be also offering to our children, our school systems here in Worcester, having them be able to come in and do art for free and do programming. So we have lots of ideas. Our community calendar of events for this year was pretty robust and aggressive, I think, for our first year. And unfortunately, of course, we're going to make some changes.
Yeah. Now, you told me earlier before the shows we began that you also run a safety business. So is that related? I mean, how did this, I'm curious how you got started with all of this. Is one thing related to the other somehow, or?
So I guess when you kind of connect the dots, it made perfect sense for us. So we own a safety and health consulting company. So my brother and I, for the last 20 years, all over New England, businesses hire us to come in to help them with their OSHA compliance, DPH, all the alphabet soup, all the regulators. And of course, we're all learning about that revisiting it in every industry, of course. We service about 12 different industries. And as I mentioned, I had a franchise model set up for my safety company. And that was my plan for 2020, was to launch it this fall. And in order to get ready for that, I wanted to get advice and put a mentor peer group together. And I was able to go to Babson and get those support and those resources. And as I mentioned, they challenged me to say, you got to do something more. Let's go bigger. What are you going to do? And my brother literally met me at the door one day when I was coming home from a Babson training, school. And he said, I found it. I know what our next fun community outreach is going to be. And I was like, what is it? And he showed me a video of one of these facilities. And I thought, is anyone around here? And we started doing some quick research. And then for us, it makes sense. We're a safety company. We know everything there is about masks, hygiene, hand washing, safety, closed-toed shoes. I mean, machine guarding, lockout, tag out. We do all that for a living all day long.
All those bases covered.
So we just wanted to create a safe, fun environment, and putting a safety bid together and purchasing this stuff and teaching people how to use it is what we do anyways. So.
It sounds like a lot. It sounds like a lot of fun. So this COVID, I mean, the COVID pandemic crisis that we're in, sort of slowed down your opening basically, and finishing up the building needs that you need to do in your facility there. Other than that, has there been any other impact?
Well, of course, we were ready to hire. So, the impact is a ripple effect. So we have our building ready. We are ready to service the community, but we had a staff who expected to be hired, who needed jobs or were leaving a job. And, they have all been, basically put on hold. Some of them needed second jobs. And, until we know exactly when we're going to be able to launch and start our company. I mean, we're hoping that, strategically we can be in the next week to 10 days with the right things put in place.
But you still have the building to finish,
done.
Right? The
we
building's
finished
done.
the building. Like, you can walk through it right now. It's a ghost town, but it's perfect. It's
Great.
exciting.
Oh, so you're ready to
Brand new everything in there. So it's ready to be
Have you been able to get the junk you need to?
We had.
Yeah.
So we started months in advance of even the build out of this. And so we've got warehousing and we've got everything stored. And so all of this stuff has been sitting long before COVID-19.
Yeah.
So we know that they are safe to be able to bring into our building, to be able to use.
Right.
So we've got a whole process behind that as well.
That's great. So maybe in some ways the COVID situation might help your business, because people are going to be like, I got to get out of here. I got to go smash something. They're all stuck in the house right now.
If you're a mother if you're a mother or father, if you're a parent homeschooling right now, you might have a little extra stress, right?
Right.
If you're trying to work and your kids are home with you, if you are, my husband hasn't left the industry. His industry is such, there's additional stresses, with people being able to come or not, or implementing all these new strategies. So, and of course we know about our healthcare. They are going to need a lot of loving, and they're going to need a lot of support.
Right.
So it might be good timing.
Right. And, there's a lot of people that have had to work through all this, and I think there's added stress to those people too. People think, oh, at least you can get out, but you're working. There's different conditions and different needs in those jobs now that add stress.
Absolutely. I think we could all agree that there's stress in our communities right now.
Yeah, definitely.
And finding healthy or fun ways, right? We all are craving each other right now. And so until we can be in that circle again the way we want to, we've got to find
this is a great way to release that stress and anxiety and even just loneliness. I mean, you can get in a room with someone and start chopping up stuff. So for information, if they want to email you, it's info@smashit2.com.
Right.
And
Correct.
it's the number 2.
Yes.
I think we had that on the screen earlier. Or the website is www.smashit2.com.
Yes.
And there it is right there on the screen, smashit2.com, or for email, info@smashit2.com. And Darcy Cook here is the owner and president. Thank you so much. Is there any final comments you'd like to mention to people out there going through this situation?
Yeah, so we can't wait to spend time with you and meet all of you. We know that right now we're all craving, each other. And so we're looking forward to that. We're looking forward to being part of this Worcester community. We were not in Worcester, we were outside of Worcester. So we're coming into your community and we cannot wait. So thank you for having us today. Thank you for letting us share our story. To all those frontline workers out there, we are thinking about you every day. God bless you and your family.
Darcy Cook, owner and president of Smash It 2, and they're located at 49 Canterbury Street in the city of Worcester. give them a call, go on their website, get the information you need, smashit2.com. Darcy, thank you so much. And be safe, and I wish you well, and look forward to, maybe I'll get over there and start smashing things up.
As soon as we can open our
use it.
doors, you got an invitation to come over, and then you can tell everyone about how much fun you had.
It sounds great. Good luck with all you're doing and getting over all of this, too.
Thank you.
Yeah. That was Darcy Cook, owner and president of Smash It 2. I'm Mauro DiPasquale. I want to thank you for joining us on Daily Breaking here at WCCA TV. Until next time, I look forward to seeing you on the People's Channel.